Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new elite family of woods and irons from Callaway.
So we welcome you into Golf Central on this Wednesday. Anna Jackson with you. Glad to have you with us. Paige McKenzie and Rex Hogarth joining us very shortly. But right now, let's get you straight out to Torrey Pines, where just moments ago, Kira K. Dixon caught up with PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan.
Well, the Genesis Invitational is poised to make a huge impact when it comes to the LA wildfires and the victims that have experienced so much turmoil over the last few weeks. Commissioner, I know you've been working closely with the TGR Foundation, with Genesis on California Rises. Describe what that impact looks like.
Well, I go back to the early, to the period following the wildfires, and even while the wildfires were happening. And it was very clear to us that we were not going to be able to play the Genesis Invitational at Riviera. And I go back to the first phone call that we had with Tiger, members of TGR Live, with Genesis, with Megan Watanabe from Riviera Country Club, from members of our team. And Tiger said it best. He said, when we play the Genesis Invitational this year, we're going to have a huge impact, and we're going to do something profound for my community. Mm-hmm. And so to have Genesis then come forward and, in partnership with us, create California Rises, which is going to benefit 4 incredible organizations that are doing remarkable work in the community and communities of Los Angeles, is a great source of inspiration for us. And listen, that's what the PGA Tour is all about. Every single week we give back and we leave the communities where we play better than we found them. And this week, through Tiger and his foundation and Genesis, we're going to generate what is now $8 million. That number will rise, but we're also going to shine a light on California Rises and hopefully inspire more contributions. And the great work of the TGR Foundation continues to go on, will be illuminated through this event. And I think everybody knows that 2 million kids have benefited from and have been impacted by the TGR Foundation. And so, the power of Tiger Woods through this tournament as our host is going to be very present this year.
You recently had the opportunity to take a trip to the White House alongside Adam Scott, where you sat down with President Donald Trump. How would you describe that discussion as it relates to the future of men's professional golf? It was a productive, wide-ranging conversation. The president's passion for the game of golf, which I've experienced in the past, was alive and well in that meeting. And, it was an important step for us. And, Adam, Tiger, and I were excited to head up there, and the statement that we made following the meeting. Obviously, Tiger couldn't be there, but the statement we made, I think, is reflective of how the enthusiasm that we felt following the meeting. As far as a potential deal goes with the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, Live Golf, the PGA Tour, how much is that tied up with government agencies versus the negotiation process that has been ongoing for several years now?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this negotiation is a complex one. So there are a lot of different stakeholders, a lot of different constituents. But I would just tell you at this point, all of the interested parties are talking, are moving forward, and I think all have the right outcome in mind, the outcome that the president himself has expressed, which is, the game of golf, under one tour with all the best players in the world playing.
Should a deal, let's say, be approved today? Theoretically, how much work, or what has the work looked like to quickly deploy a plan for reintegration?
Well, I can just give you a little sense of the work. We have a transaction committee that meets daily at this point and has been meeting daily for an extended period of time. We are in regular communication with our board. I'm proud of our team, and you look at Tyler Dennis and our team there. We have come up with so many different models over the last couple of years. We're as prepared as you could ever be, and excited about the possibilities here.
And along those same lines, you are, as commissioner, balancing lots of interests and member tour. How do you balance the interests of those that have very strong feelings about those that left for LIV and the interests of those that think, okay, let's just get this done so the PGA Tour can move forward?
You know, I think my singular focus, the singular focus of our boards has been, and it goes back to our Fan Forward initiative. How do we make the PGA Tour and the game of golf stronger, and stronger in the eyes of fans, and ultimately stronger in the eyes of players? And if we solve for that, then ultimately all of those other items will resolve themselves. I am convinced of that, and that's where our focus has been.
What is your hope for this? What do you want this to look like if we look at this 2, 3, 4 years down the line?
My hope is that, for fans, let me say this to you, for our players, and for players that are seeking to achieve at the highest level, and the fans that support them, that a global sport that has a rich heritage and tradition has gotten stronger through this process. And as we are in a booming period for the game of golf, that we come out of this and put the game of golf in the strongest position it's ever been. And that, to me, is what is inspiring to a lot of people. That's what our focus is. And, we're not going to stop until we get there.
And finally, at the end of last year, you announced a CEO search. Yes. Could you provide an update on the CEO search?
Yeah, we formed a search committee, and I'm a member of that search committee. I tell you that we're meeting regularly. No surprise, the candidates that we have in our candidate pool are exceptional. Exceptional CEOs, exceptionally accomplished people and leaders in the world of sport. And it's going to take time. I think that committee wants to, like everything else we do at the PGA Tour, make sure that we get this right. But I couldn't be more excited about where we are and the impact that this is going to have on the PGA Tour going forward.
Thank you, Commissioner. We appreciate the time as always.
Sure. Appreciate you.
For me, we've all done better from all of this. Whether you stayed on the PGA Tour or you left, we have all benefited from this. And I've been on the record saying this a lot. Like, we're playing for $20 million prize fund this week. Like, that would have never happened if LIV hadn't come around. So I think everyone's just got to get over it. And we all have to say, okay, this is the starting point, and we move forward. We don't look behind us. We don't look to the past. We just, whatever's happened has happened, and it's been unfortunate. But reunification, how we all come back together and move forward, that's the best thing for everyone. So, like, if people are butthurt or have their feelings hurt because guys went and whatever, like, who cares? Like, let's move forward together and let's just try to get this thing going again and do what's best for the game. Having Bryson DeChambeau come back and play on this tour is good.
Should he have equity?
Do I?
No, should he?
I think he should have the ability to earn equity, but I think what we have been given equity in this tour as a, I guess, quote unquote compensation, like for being loyal in some way or staying. But I think these guys coming back, I think they should have the opportunity to earn equity, which I think will happen with, there's going to be these recurring equity grants every year. So I think they should have the opportunity to earn it, but I don't think they should be given it right away.